You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
As we enter the Playhouse's Am I the Jerk? A member of the Playhouse family is just wondering that very question. Do you think she sounds like a jerk or not really? Why are you fearing, Casey, you might be the jerk?
Okay, so I am a bit of a germaphobe, and I was shopping. I was about to get some fruit. You know, I was in, like, the produce section, and I see this woman who's, like, picking up the strawberry containers, and she's smelling them. And not just, like, smelling them. Her nose is, like, getting really in there, like, trying to choose the one that she really wanted. And I was just, like, standing there. My mouth is open. I'm just, like, disgusted. And finally I walked over. I was like, can you please literally tell me which containers you have not stuck your nose up? Because I do not want to buy one of those. I want one that has not had your nose, like, way up there. And she kind of looked at me like I was the crazy person and then walked away in a huff, you know, and I was just like, ew, no, but I don't want to buy strawberries where, like, some random stranger has just, like, inhaled, exhaled. Like, ew, gross. Am I the jerk here? Like, I literally don't know.
We will get you some votes and see if other people would have confronted her and if you are a jerk for having done what she done, okay?
Okay.
All right. You think she's a jerk there, Amy K?
For the way she confronted her, yes. I would either not buy those strawberries, go somewhere else, or go get someone who works at the grocery store and be like, there's a lady touching all of the boxes of strawberries, sniffing them, like getting up into them.
I think that if you want completely not fondled or sniffed by strangers' strawberries, you better start growing your own strawberries. Get a greenhouse there. Because, I don't know, maybe you don't really pay attention to other people in the produce section in particular, but every vegetable, every piece of fruit has probably been groped, squeezed. No. Sniffing's interesting, or sniffed by somebody. So just because you happen to see it, I think that people probably do that on the regular. I don't think that's that unusual. I would wash them when you get them home, if that's a problem for you.
No matter what, you should be washing them.
But that's, like, let's not pretend like that doesn't happen. You've never, like, squeezed something to make sure that you were happy to buy it and it wasn't squishy or something. Like, everybody fondles the fruit.
Yeah, you do. You have to touch them.
Like, there's nobody that hasn't gone through there and been like, let me grab these melons. But, you know, but you get my meaning.
Yes.
You get my meaning. I'm going to say not a jerk. I don't think she's a jerk. I think I do think you're a jerk. I think you're a jerk because you confronted somebody for doing something that everybody's doing.
That's why I think you are a jerk with how you said it. You could be upset about it, but go get someone who works at the store to maybe say something to her, or go get your strawberries at a different place.
I think you would sound like a crazy person. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. Yes. Welcome to Hornbachers. Yeah, there's a woman over there sniffing the strawberries. I would like you to do something about this. They're not going to do anything. Why would they do something? She doesn't want to buy stinky, rotten strawberries.
You don't need to smell them. It's a clear package. You look at the bottom. You look around the edges to see, do they look moldy and gross and disformed?
I'm going to tell you what. Now that I know that somebody's been sniffing strawberries, I'm going to start sniffing the packages just to see if I can smell if they're rotten or not.
I don't think you can smell that.
I think you're a jerk. It was a weird thing to do. Are we seeing some text votes already?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot. I don't think she's a jerk at all. I mean, did COVID not teach anyone anything about germs? Gross. And I'm not even a germaphobe. Someone said she's the jerk. I would have told her where she could get off. Someone said not a jerk. The nose ladies needs to be told. Someone else said smelling strawberries so intensely is kind of weird, but I think the way she handled it was poorly. Sounds like a jerk. You should wash strawberries before you eat them. So why are you even so salty about it? And someone's agreeing with you. You don't know how many people have come in and sniffed it before. So does it really matter the way you kind of confronted her? She was kind of the jerk.
Jerk, not a jerk for confronting the strawberry sniffer.
No, I don't think so, because especially these days, everybody's worried about, contamination and, you don't want to get sick from someone else. So, I mean, you don't have to put your nose that close. I mean, it's an uncomfortable kind of, confrontation, but I think what she did was right.
I mean, if it was spring of 2020, I think you could use that card. Are we going to pull the COVID card on this? Is that where we're going with this?
But why are you sniffing them? You don't need to sniff strawberries.
Would you be just as mad about her? I mean, she's probably getting more germs on it when she's groping and rubbing on these things, too.
You just have to pick up the package, no matter what.
She didn't blow her nose on the
That's what I'm wondering. What if she did have a runny nose and she's getting her all over it?
What? You can smell things without touching your nose on them. How are you smelling things?
But that's not what she was doing. She was saying she had her nose up on it.
I need to see video. I want to see closed caption video, closed circuit TV video.
And what is she sniffing out? You can't. What are you smelling with strawberries? It makes no sense. Why was she doing that?
237, it's text 35270. Was she a jerk for confronting a strawberry sniffer in the grocery store? In the world's most important Am I the Jerk we've ever done in the Playhouse. Y94. Good morning. Y94 on the Playhouse of the morning. More music all day. Zero and Amy and a round of Am I the Jerk?
Jerk, 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 jerk.
All right. Well, yeah, you thought Super Bowl's over. The tension of the world is gone. Maybe finally something we could all agree on, but no. Actually seeing a lot of good arguments on either side of this Am I the Jerk in the Playhouse. So, quick recap. This is why Playhouse family member Casey's fearing she maybe was the jerk. 40 seconds of the encounter she had at a grocery store.
I was shopping. I was about to get some fruit. You know, I was in like the produce section, and I see this woman who's like picking up the strawberry containers, and she's smelling them. And not just like smelling them. Her nose is like getting really in there, like trying to choose the one that she really wanted. And I was just like standing there. My mouth is open. I'm just like disgusted. And finally I walked over. I was like, can you please literally tell me which containers you have not stuck your nose up? Because I do not want to buy one of those. I want one that has not had your nose like way up there. And she kind of looked at me like I was the crazy person and then walked away in a huff.
Now, do you think she was a jerk for telling the person that was sniffing the strawberries, like, knock it off, tell me which ones you weren't sniffing. I don't want your sniff strawberries.
It is crazy and disgusting, and I give this woman props for saying something. I absolutely would have said something. And I actually did say something once to someone who was digging their hands in one of those like bins where it's like the loose food, like the chocolate covered almonds and stuff. Like you got to call people out on their gross, unsanitary behavior because like it's just not okay.
All right. Now, I had somebody that was asking, Casey, can you mimic the sniff for us? It's a very odd request, but can you mimic the sniff? Thank you. Did that help?
See, I think it's strange.
It is weird, but I think that, and this is coming from somebody, I don't like germs either, but this is, I feel like we are pretending as if every fruit and piece of produce in that store has not already been through a lot of human interaction. Everybody touches these things, opens these things, snacks on these things. Like, this is happening to all this stuff. Go scrub it up when you get home.
That's why I think you still have to wash it.
And so does it matter that she sniffed it then?
It's just, I am agreeing with you. I don't think you understand that I think this woman is a jerk for how she confronted her. But I also think what the lady was doing is just strange. I think it's fair to have both choices. Yeah, you were a jerk. You shouldn't have confronted her like that.
I mean, for all you know, Farmer Joe rubs all these things on his naked body before he packages them. Like, you don't know.
That's why you wash them. I'm still with the idea that you wash them. He's probably sniffed them too. Oh, I love strawberries.
I love how I smell after I rub these strawberries all over my nude body. It's nice to have a strawberry farm, isn't it? Hello?
I'm going to be honest. She's not a jerk. And I feel the same. Yeah, I don't think she's a jerk at all. And to be honest, I've wanted to tell people before over grapes. They put their hand in the bag and they're sitting and feeling all the grapes. And then they're trying one and there's no other fruit that you can just try a grape. And I don't think she's a jerk at all.
We actually are getting a lot of people that I think they're just like, they think you're a champion, Casey, because they would have loved to yell at the strawberry sniffer too.
Yeah, people are saying they wish they would have said, they would like to say something to her but there are people saying that maybe a jerk. Some people do deserve to be rude to. Smelly lady, she deserved it, but people are saying you're the jerk. You want ones that aren't touched? Go buy some frozen strawberries. She's not the first person to do weird stuff to check strawberries. For everyone pulling the COVID card, those strawberries have been through numerous hands just to get to the store.
Do you remember the TikTok trend? Like maybe it was it this past summer where people were licking the ice cream? They were pulling back the tops of ice cream and then putting them back. Like at least that's not what you like. People are doing worse stuff.
That is disgusting.
Jerk, not a jerk for the strawberry sniff call out.
Yeah, she was a jerk because that's such a common and regular thing for people to smell produce and their fruit. And you can, if you stand there, you can watch people thump melons and you're looking for things on your avocado. I mean, that's how you know if it's a good piece of fruit or not. So the lady was just being weird. She needs to smell her own fruit.
Honestly, this conversation makes me not ever want to buy any fruits or vegetables ever again.
I get there are certain things where you're going to pick them up and maybe touch them to see if they're mushy like that. And people are pointing out you have to wash your produce anyways. Yes, wash your produce. But sniffing of the strawberries, no one is sniffing the strawberries. I get touching it. That makes sense.
Everybody's got their different methods, man. Everybody checks the ripeness of things differently. I, for one, like to shove every piece of fruit and produce down my pants.
That's how you check if it's good?
I wiggle it around down there just a little bit, and it's kind of a trade secret, but depending on just the feel of it against my nude skin, that's how I can decide.
Would it be cold?
It depends. Are you in the freezer section?
No.
Are we opening up cold packages?
Sometimes they do, like the cucumbers and stuff. You know, it's like in the refrigerated where it has a little mister over it.
Boy, you get a damp one. It ruins the test a little bit. It does. Was she a jerk or not a jerk? I don't even know anymore.
Honestly, I can't tell. It's kind of, I think people are saying yes, jerk, but there are people who are sticking up for her.
So that's good. I guess maybe you're getting some defense. I think it's kind of a draw, but you're getting some defense. Is that adequate? Can you take that?
Thank you.
Yeah. That's about all we have to give you. I'm sorry. I think it's because we're all up too late watching the Super Bowl.
Someone said they want to know what culture the strawberry sniffer is from because it is very common to smell produce in other countries.
See, and now there you go. Now don't you feel bad that you were calling out the strawberry sniffer?
What are you smelling, though? You can't, it doesn't really smell like anything.
Well, it probably smells like strawberries.
Yes.
If we're being technical, Amy, come on.
Coming up next.